Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Tiny Glade, but the full release, it's out now, out and about, and we're playing a little bit today, and we're trying something really fun, something I'm super excited to do today. We're going to be building our farm from the Daily Do in Tiny Glade. I saw some folks do some building of Stardew Valley in here, and I just want to, I want to partake. I want to do the same thing, except with our farm that we've been working on for the last, well, almost year. And so we're just going to be erasing everything here, giving us a clean slate to start off with. Can I make this any bigger? No, that's as big as it goes. Okay. And we're using the fall map because, well, it's fall right now in our playthroughs, so we're going to be doing this. I'm super excited. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. The only thing that we're not going to have are all of the little sheepies. Look at the little sheep. Hello, pat pat. All right. Let's flatten this as well. How do I get rid of you? Gone, please. The whole thing. Go away. And you. Gone. Okay. Now we've got a nice little fresh start, except I think that's path. Go away, path. Okay. Excellent. So we're on square one. Kind of. There's still trees. Okay, so now everything's gone. We're good. And what we're going to do first is we're going to work on the outside kind of edges to get a little bit of, let's say, scale properly. And so the nice thing is we start with some fencing. We're going to put some fencing back here in this corner. I think something kind of like this is what's going on here. There's a tree in here and whatnot. And then there's a little more fencing that runs along this way. And that will be the entrance in. Is that enough room for our... a little more. That should be enough room for our house, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And then let's do there. So that should be the entrance. And there's a fence that runs all the way down. Oh my goodness. I'm making some mistakes here, but it's okay. All the way down-ish, kind of. And there we go. I wasn't generous enough over here. Let's actually bring this down a little bit more. That's probably better. See, because there is a portion around behind the house that's kind of like that. And you've got this sort of thing. And then there's almost there ends up being a little hill here. So let's make sure we get some fencing done there. And then there's a little hill. And I am doing this terribly for scale. Holy shit. We'll actually put in, what we'll do is we'll put in like a small building there to mark where the house is. We have a small building kind of beside the house here, an even smaller one, like that. And then we do have our kind of shed, which would be somewhere around here. We've got a greenhouse as well over this way. Let's say like there-ish there. And I guess, it's not quite dead center. The path, maybe it is a little bit more centered. I'm really playing with this. This would be... Come here, you. Move this over a bit. You can already tell. This is going to be an absolute ball. Me trying to figure out angles and stuff. I think that that's center enough. Again, this is just kind of rough. We're doing it for the fun of it. We're not doing it to be perfect here. Let's put a little building there. That's a little big. The shed should be about the same size after all. They are the same type of building. And then we've got, a silo down here. A chicken coop. And then a barn as well, right beside one another. So something like that. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Wow, these angles are literally terrible. Oh my goodness. You know what? It'll be funny if it looks a little different, a little wonky from what we've got, and that's okay. I'm all right with having a little fun with it, So let's actually build up some of the land here too, just for funsies. I feel like it would be better to do it right here like this, and then you bring this up, and what we'll do is we'll actually, because the fence comes kind of along in front here, so what I'll do is we'll erase a bit of the fence here. Just push it back a little bit, and then right in here. There we go. That's what I like to see. And there is kind of a little entrancey thing here a bit. Although I don't love fiddling around with this too much. But there's only a small space in between here anyway. So I don't know. That was a little big. Let's get rid of that for a sec. Let's do just a smidge right here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Sure. Maybe. I don't know. It's fine. So when I saw a few people do what was interesting online, I saw some people actually using pathways. I don't like this. Never mind. Gone. I saw people, instead of using pathways, they were actually using buildings to kind of mark their that's a wall. They were using buildings to mark their pathways here. So I'm going to use paths for the actual fields themselves. So let's put in what's going to be, we need a building kind of, well, I want it to be straight here. So let's get it as lined up as possible. There we go. And all it is a nice long and somewhat wide path like that. So what they end up doing is they take it, no roof, and then you reduce it down. And what you can do, and what I was doing some testing with this, is you can just actually go like that and put some paths, there's more, some paths around the edges, and there you go. Now you've got yourself a walkway. So kind of following true to what we have here is a little bit of a walkway here. This is not exactly the right size, but it's okay for now. We'll figure it out. So that's kind of the start of my pathway. I need a little bit of room here. We need to put in some water as well. So there are some little lakes here on our farm. So we're going to put one in right here. This is kind of where one is, I think. Something like that. And then we've got another one all the way down here, kind of right in the center here, pretty big. Something shaped sort of like this. Let's call it that. That looks good to me. And then you got little duckies. Look at the ducks. Or geese. No, those are ducks. I don't know my birds. Okay, perfect. So far, so good. I'm pretty pleased with this. Now, let's continue with some pathways here, because we are just working on these, and these are going to be probably the harder thing to get done, just because they are a little wonky with how I'm doing them. And that is okay. That is okay. That is to be expected. So there we go. There's that one. You can erase, I guess. Let's do erasing of the pathways here. There we go. Okay. Not bad. And then, can we make this any lower? Where's the height aspect of it? Nope, there you go. So what about this one? But then, there's, okay. I don't know. We'll kind of play with it as we continue along here, because it is a new little fangled technique for me. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Didn't mean to fiddle with the height again. Let's just adjust this here and bring it out this way to kind of support where we've got that little thingy here. We're going to fiddle with that in a second, move those around a bit, I think. You can change the height of the fences. Interesting. I shouldn't have done that. And then I'm actually just going to, well, I won't put it in now. Let's continue on with the pathways. Let's see what we can do. This is a little wonky here, so this part's a little strange. And actually, the color is wrong. It should be probably this one. And let's do the same thing here. You should also be that color, because that's the color of the path that we got around the current home. All right. Now, in front of the house, we've got kind of dead center along all the way down is a pathway. And I actually like the idea of lining this up kind of now, because this will help me out as we proceed along here. So I'm going to begin to do that. Let's put it a little here. There we go. There's one. Really wish I could just keep tagging them along here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of all the way down. They're kind of lined up. There we go. Are they... Is that a straight line? Straight enough. Oh, this is so wonky. This is such a wonky way to go about doing it, but I love it. We're getting there. We're getting there. So far, so good. Now, I need to look at my little picture here. I'm running off a picture, okay? There is some darkness here. I've got this set up. Let me just put one down and I'll kind of work with it. Stop doing this to me. Color. Okay. We're going to fiddle with this guy here. Boom. Boom again. And then... So this will take up the space in front of the house. And we do have a little bit of space actually there that isn't necessarily used to the fullest extent. There's a little bit of a... You'll see here in a second. Let's do this. And then we'll put in one more. Sure, we'll call it that. That should be fine. Color, again, keep having to change it. It's fine. Okay, good, good, good. I'm pretty pleased with that. Now, the house, though, I feel like I need to make sure it's big and the proper size, because it is a big home. We've kind of got what's going on here. Not so much changes with the roof that need to happen here. Let's put it up there, and I want to change the color to make it actually reflect the color of our current house, which is pretty well red. And what we need is, again, we need another little... Don't do this to me, gang. Don't do this to me. We need a little walkway, we'll call it. No, don't turn. I need a size change. There we go. So let's just shrink it down just a smidge here. There we go. And I need... You should be straight here. Stop this. Perfect. The color, I think, isn't bad. This is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me. Get away. The color isn't bad. I don't think it's perfect yet, though. I do have a couple of changes I want to see. Okay, I'm going to leave that part alone for now. The house. That seems to be pretty okay, in my mind. I'm happy with that. And let's continue building our pathways out. So we still need to keep using these. This is the crazy part. We're still using these little pathways here. And we're actually going to build a pathway right here. As we proceed along here. Right there. And continuing down, we're going to just keep going. And this actually runs the whole way down the center of the farm. Boom. So pretty well all the way down there. Oh, wow. Yeah, I made some mistakes with spacing, but that's okay. Is that... Yeah, I mean, then there's like a narrow... There's not a whole lot of space over here, although I did kind of like where I had things placed. I guess the greenhouse should be moved over, but these should be moved over quite a bit. It'll be different. It'll be a little different than what we're working with in the real deal here. Maybe that's just too big as well. Oh, that kind of helps. Placement of the greenhouse. Let's put this here. The fact that these all have little roofs on them is throwing me off a little bit. But there's not a whole lot that can be done about that. Like, it is what it is. Oh, and we don't even know... Now I've screwed up the width here. Okay, well, it'll be fine. I'm quite sure. Listen, folks, I think we're getting the pathing done properly. I mean, oh, geez. Some of that isn't very... that isn't very straight, but nobody talked to me. Nobody talked to me. Oh boy, I can't wait to have to change all the colors of those. That's going to be fun. But let's just get all these flattened out here. Hey, you stop that. Stop it. There we go. planning it all out. So pretty, so nice. You rascals, you. Oh my gosh. I think we're on the right track, though. I think we're on the right track, really and truly. Again, some stuff might need a tinge of tweaking. Certainly from a height perspective. But that's not a problem. And the angles of these ones are starting to get a little wonky. So let's just try and straighten these ones up. It's hard to tell what's straight now and what isn't. Oh, that is very much not straight. Yeah, that feels about right, honestly. I'm pretty happy with that. And then this one needs to be moved up a little. I don't like how they're kind of not the... I don't know why they're doing that here and there. Maybe the ground is uneven. There we go. That's a little bit better. Then this one down. Yeah, this is a little wonky. They need another one in there. We're just going to take this one, though, and completely shrink it down to fit properly. And then these, I guess they can be a little smaller. You know, it's only a chicken coop. That's a chicken coop, and this is a barn. Again, kind of shrink it down a bit and do a little bit of adjusting with these. Holy shit, those angles are literally horrible. Oh, my goodness. It looks so bad. Yeah, you're fine. You're so fine. You're so fine, game. There we are. Okay. So, folks, what do we think about that? I'm pretty happy with it, minus a few of these, like, kind of weird, like, portions that are a little bit higher than the others. That's the only thing that's throwing me for a loop here. That's all right. This one, yeah, let's raise this one up a smidge, and then this one up, just a smidge. Okay, perfect. So that means that this one should also be up a little bit. Okay, hey, this is coming together. The pathing is looking good. Okay, let's change some colors here. Like, come on, folks, we can't deny. That's looking pretty good from an angle perspective. If I open up my, I keep having to look at this again, this little picture here. Okay, I mean, this looks good. This placement looks a little wonky. I've got a couple paths that need to go in there. But for the most part, we've got the paths done-ish. At least the main ones. There is another chicken coop down here. So there's a path that I need to run along here. I did also not narrow the paths, which is probably a mistake, because these ones in between are actually smaller, which is my bad. Whoops. So let's just narrow these a little. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Great. So I'm going to see about putting in the rest of the pathing. So we've got some path here that needs to go in. As well, bearing in mind, too, that there's a little bit of the brown path stuff that we've got to put in as well. And that will be, that'll be interesting in itself. Whoops. So we're going to get the rest of that pathing in. I'm hoping, though, because we also have a little bit of the brown pathing as well, which is something that we need to focus on, too, at some point. Oh, gosh. Let's sneak you in right here. And what? I'm probably going to need 2 of those buildings back here. That'll work. This one, can we make it longer? I can. Okay, perfect. So again, same sort of situation. It is right tied up to the house. And we do need those angles, though. Those beautiful little angles. All the way down, right? And all the way forward. That's probably fine. And even this one, because we got a little bit of a weird thing going on here for sure. Okay, good. And then let's put in the little wonky bit that I got, because I got some like weird shit going on back here, which is kind of like it's a path, but then I got a weird little path like back here. that I like started, but then didn't actually finish. So I'll put it in anyway. And let's change the color because it's going to help us differentiate a little bit better as well. Nice. Okay, so there's a little bit of this too that needs to be done. Some pathing here as well. So let's finish up the pathing, and once we're done, we'll be back. All right, excellent. So I think we've got all the pathing done, which I'm quite happy with. There's a little bit of wonky stuff happening up here. Trying to remember, you know, we do have the... I think I might have to erase the fencing here because I didn't do a really good job. I can do that, I guess, actually. That won't be too bad, I don't think. I just don't want it to mess with that stuff. Because if I do... Oh, it does destroy that. Okay, let's undo. Hey, sheepy. I love you, but you're in my way. Let's just get rid of all of that. You know what? That fencing can stay there, right? Well, I'll pretend it can stay there. And we're going to just ignore it. We're going to pretend it's not there, right, folks? Listen, I do that. That's the best I can possibly do. And I'm going to put this here. This is going to be the warp totem that we put in. And so I think what we can do is actually take the fencing and run it again. I might actually do this in segments to make my life a little bit easier. Life's so good. Life's so good. Life's so fine. Right about to here. And then we've got a little bit of an enclosure here for Leah's thingy. Yeah, that's about right. And then, boom, fencing. And then fencing all the way up to here. Listen, folks. That's how it's done. That's how it's done around here. I'm pretty pleased about this thus far. It's time to add in all of the fun stuff now, because we've been doing kind of the pathing, which is the hard stuff. There is a little bit more actually. Wait, see, I spoke too soon. There's a little bit more I need to do. Wait a second. It's not the pathing, but what it is the ground level stuff. You know that brown tile that I put down. There's a little bit to put here and a little bit to put here. So let's actually just go right here, right off the bat. Oh, shoot. Biggest building we can possibly put down. Slam the roof off. Slam that down. And this should be... Maybe I should have put this down first. It would have helped me secure the 90-degree angles I was supposed to be doing. We're going to put one there, and we're going to do the exact same thing. All the way to the bottom, all the way down. Thankfully, you know, the nice part is that this color is pretty well the correct color, I'd like to say, of, you know, what it is. Otherwise, let's see, what other options are there? I do like that one. Oh, maybe that's closer, because that's pretty good, arguably. Like, the yellow is pretty good, but that's pretty close. And that's also pretty close. They're basically the same, actually. If not, they are the same. I'm going to actually... There is the difference. We're going to use it. And I'm seeing... The problem with putting this in is now you can really see the height differences. And we're going to go like half and half here-ish. Kind of. So that it's a little bit like, you know, even. A little bit more even. I think I've got a little bit of extra space here. Also, I forgot my chicken coop that's down here. Small building. Shit. Chicken coop. Done. Okay. And you are to exist on top of this stuff, which is fine. But I'm going to move it to the side for a moment. Just so that we can put in a smidge more of the big building. I know, folks. I know. This is wild to me. It's wild. I don't know what I'm doing. We never know. We'll just put this down, though. Boom, done, done, and this is where you really need to get those angles right, so that it looks normal. And the color again, just sticking to the color. I think it's fine. No, wait, this one's a little wonky. Fix yourself. What about you? Are you straight? Oh, now you're not. That looks fine, right? That's as good as it's gonna get, folks. Now we can put this back in here. Right dead center, really. Honestly, I don't like how it's snapping, though. Snapping a little strange. But we'll do that. There you go. Okay. Good little shed. You're fine. You're fine. You're totally fine. I'm not gonna look at it anymore. I'm a happy man. Everything's okay. And then I just need to put some. Where's the rest? The rest is really in here, and then over here. So let's get that in there. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I think that's pretty good, all things considered. I will say, actually, you can just come this way. There we go. See, cleaning things up one step at a time. Some of it is not lining up too good, but that's okay because all we need to do is a little tweaking, and then the bad lines disappear. You get the fuck down, okay, or not. Maybe you need to get up a smidge. There we go. That solves some of the problem. Okay, I like that. I think that looks good. And now it's time for the other wonky stuff over here. Oh, and I need to change the color. Wait a second. Let's change the color. Color change time. Okay, so we got all the paths done, and we got all of the, pinky work area done. And now it's time to actually work on the buildings and on the agricultural plots. So what I'm going to do to make things look and feel a little bit better, we're going to start placing down the pathways. Now the paths are what I'm using as my farm plot. Look at that. It's a nice farm plot now. Now you can tell I grow crops. Can I actually make this bigger? Thankfully we can. I am thinking as well what would be fun is actually having some crops growing, which would be with those. And what I'm going to do as well is just... That's what I'm considering grown crop, because my screenshot that I'm using has a bunch of wheat that was growing here, so we're just going to call it that. Now, I'm not going to put anything in place to mark sprinklers, because I feel like that just isn't feasible. It just isn't going to happen, isn't going to look good, unless there's something in little flags. Can I put little chimneys down? Would that be funny? No, I am only allowed to put those on homes. Ah, I can't wait. Our house does have a chimney, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so there we go. Those are our garden plots. Now, I think let's work on the house first, because I feel like, listen, it looks all right. It needs a little bit of love, a little bit of tender care. Let's just fix some things up here, because I know what's going on, right? So there's a little bit of the... Oh, that should be a different color, actually. Back to the workstation color. Boink, pink. And then I want stairs to be kind of a yellow color. I think that looks... Ooh, that's fun. I think the yellow was probably good on there. And wow, you can see the totally not straight angles that is. Okay, that's good. All right, so bring this up a little. This is our little porch. And I saw somebody did something cheeky there with stairs. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be kind of cheeky as well, but I'm going to do it differently. They used walls, but I think I will just use building blocks instead. Alright, there we go. And see, so we can sneak that in there. I think I am going to need maybe 3 of these, so let's do one there. Then just change the color to yellow. And again, we'll put down another one and do the exact same thing, except up a little higher. See? That's all we needed. Perfect. It looks great. I don't know how many steps are actually on the house. Let's actually move that one up a little bit. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. Oh, those are not the same height at all. Listen, there are rules and regulations as to how high stairs can be. That's totally fine. How many steps does it have? If I actually look, can I see how many steps this has? No, it's only got 2 steps. We're fine. Look, I did it right. All right, so this is the house. Let's see. It needs a roof. It needs a different style of roof. Can I change the roof style? I don't. Oh, that's fun. I like the curve. I don't think I can It's supposed to be a wide roof with a flat top here. That kind of works. That kind of works. I mean, it's not perfect. But again, it's going to be quirky in its own way. I think that's okay. No, let's do that. I could build a centerpiece in there and flatten it, but I don't think I'm going to because I feel like that makes things too... That's too complicated in a bad way. It then looks bad. That's what I think will happen, is it will look like shit if I fiddle with it. So this needs to be a... Let's do a light. Oh, look at that. So good so far. Although we need the door. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to fiddle with that as well. So the door is... Actually, it is centered. Boom, centered. Amazing. I need to fiddle with this, though. There we go. Fixed. And then we need windows as well. So we've got some double windows. Mostly like this. Right beside bonk and bonk. And then, again, another double window over here. Bonk and bonk. Wow, that looks like shit. Remarkably, it looks terrible. I do think we need that though. Oh man, maybe I should be screwing with the roof in the wild ways. But anyway, it's fine for now. I'm gonna leave it be. Gosh. We're gonna do this though, because I need to make a slight adjustment here and build another segment onto the house right here. And this segment does have a roof as well, but actually that works. There's be a roof like that, along all the way to the back of the house. Let's leave it kind of there, and all the way to the front and out like this. And it's supposed to have some sort of a door-esque thing going on here, but I think what I might do is actually something like... Maybe, I don't know, something like that. Because it's not, I don't think a door will actually function there the way that we want it to. Okay, there's our house. It looks so bad. Oh, it looks so bad. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to bunch it all the way forward. Okay, you know what? Let's try and do the roof thing that I'm talking about. Because pretty well what it would be is, I guess up here we would take it out. Yeah, let's do that. And then you would go, because it's centered itself. Something like this. Down. The roof itself is actually flat. That's the thing here. So it would be flat, and then you are going to have to just... I love it. I love that. You can stay over there. And then right here is where we would have the other roof. And it would look something like... Let's see if we can get it fiddled in proper. We'll have it cover the whole side. That looks fine. Roof wouldn't be like that. It would be like that. Except... No, come back. Give me my roof. Except it's like... Oh, jeez. How tall will this house need to be in order to make this work properly? It's something like that. It looks really shitty because it's so tall. There we go. That's better. And then down, and you could just go something like that, really. Actually, I'm not hating that. It's giving it a little bit of personality. It's making it work. Making it work for itself. So let's do the same thing on this side, hopefully without ruining the window. I don't really pretend to understand I know what I'm doing. What is... Why do you look so like... Well, actually, no, it is off-center. That is actually how it's supposed to be designed. It looks so bad, though. How about the top? Can I change the color of the top? Please let me change the color of the top. It will not let me change the color of the top of the roof. You know what? I think it's just something we're going to have to live with. It's something we're going to just have to live with. If we want it to look somewhat like the home, it's going to have to look like that. That looks, well, it looks like shit, but at the same time, the shape is right. Oh man, the shape is correct. It just doesn't make me feel nice inside. Ay. What am I doing with myself? What am I doing with myself, folks? This is terrible. But let's just put the windows in and then forget about it. Look, windows. Wow, that looks like odd garbage. We'll bring the window down. No, I can't bring the window down very much because it gets locked into that, because that's apparently part of the... Let's undo our movements there. You know, I think that's kind of the best we can do. I think that's the best we can do. We're going to move on. We're going to pretend that that's fine and move on with other things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've changed the wood on the house, and now I have all these options as to what color to make the little like siding bits. Oh my gosh, it looks so bad. I made some changes. It looks so bad. Oh man, folks, you know, this is what happens when you trust me with making things in Stardew. It doesn't turn out. I will say what's funny about this is we have a little bit of the greenhouse here is going strong right now. And all of these other buildings, not so good, not so good. I mean, this is our little farm. We have nothing in it yet. We're doing our best, though. That's all that matters to me. So we're doing our darndest. As well, the roof options, I really do wish we had a few more options with the roof. I think it's unfortunate that I can't fiddle around with them too much, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong, which is entirely possible. I would accept responsibility for those failures, because maybe I need to like, oh no, not what I wanted. Please no, please undo both of the things that I've done. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it that's not it's not sitting right. It's not sitting right for surezies. Let's do this though. You know what? We're getting somewhere though, honestly. And I'm pretty impressed with the work that we've done with the place. You know, we're getting a chicken coop done. Both chicken coops need to look roughly the same, so we're kind of going to do same sort of situation here. Color-wise, though, this is the one that's different. Kind of feel like a brown is needed for the chicken coop, which is interesting. And then the barn, you know, good old-fashioned red. There you go. Just kind of like the house. Matches. And this is the part I can't wait for. We're going to put in some double doors. Can I put in triple doors? No? Okay. Fine. This is my personal door. And there's a little window in the top that actually maybe we can use this for. There. Sure. This one's interesting because it needs I'm going to go with a double window here. And then there's a door here. And then there's almost like a small door down there. But I don't know. I don't know how to navigate. Also, there seems to be a small little chimney on this. Like, look at that. So cute. And then roofing. Can I change the color to a nice little gray? Oh, amazing. I'm disappointed in the red. I feel like it's not bright enough. It's not sticking out quite enough for my liking. But we'll do the same sort of deal here. We'll put a door in. Hopefully. Oh, no. You're going to be finicky with me, you little shit. I can already tell. There's a door. There, that works. And was it a double window that I put in the top? It was a double window. Double window in the top. Beautiful. Beautiful. Stunning little birdhouse. Birdhouse? Chicken coop. I don't know what to do. Not that. I don't know what to do about the little Huh. It's a little tricky for me. Okay, well, we're going to avoid doing anything there because I don't want to fight with it. We're going to see about putting stairs in. Amazing. This is what I love to see, folks. This is what I love to see. Sneaking some stairs in. Making the path look like a path. That is all I do. That is what I do best. Because it is bothering me a little bit that this isn't quite path-like and it keeps looking like a building. I was looking at it a second ago and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But now that the buildings are different colors, and they're actually like kind of, I would say, oh geez, I would say becoming shaped, you know? It's making me feel good inside. Making me feel potential happiness. Stop that. There we go. All right, perfect. There's the last of the kind of path to make those actually look like paths, except for a few. I missed a few small areas, but that's not bad. Okay, good, 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 good. So let's put in the fencing here, because I think that's what we now need. So we got some fencing kind of, well, I guess right. How do I do it without being... There we go. There's some fencing. And we'll put fencing here. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Undo that fencing. Kind of up to the building. Put a little bit of fencing back here. There we go. Beautiful. And then I think let's put some fencing back here as well. Yeah, I don't necessarily love that there. Or, sure, we can do that. And then I don't have any fencing up there, so that's pretty good. And then the silo. The silo needs a little bit of work as well. So, roof. I need you to... Yeah, that works. And you're supposed to be red. I guess that is kind of the color that you are. We'll do that big. And then for your coloring, though, you need an orangey brick. Somehow, this is the best brick we've got. What if I do... No, okay, we'll do orange brick. And actually, custom, again. Little mistake there. Let's get rid of that. That's not bad. That looks good. Pretty happy with that. Now, there are a few other small things. So, there are trees to put in. So, I think once we get some of the trees in, this will look, well, even more normal. So, let's grab some trees. Plant a couple trees in here. It is a mess in here anyway, so let's just throw a bunch of trees down. Boom, done, beautiful. And, you know, I think there are some trees in here, more organized. Let's just put a handful in. And then there are little trees in these segments as well. Perfect. And we've got a couple of trees. This is the funny part. We've got some trees in here too, kind of wild, and then some like really organized trees in here as well. I didn't do the same thing I did up by the greenhouse in here because I just wanted to be sorted a little bit better. And then there's a couple like trees up here as well, and in there, sure. And then again, like kind of around the outside, we've got some trees. Certainly here, I know. There we go. And I think even over here there were some trees. And back here as well. There are a couple of trees around back. Nothing special. Nothing really complicated back here. And I'm realizing I didn't quite work on this yet. So let's make this a little taller. Remove that. And again, got to change the color. And make it smooth. Because it is blue as well, I think. A nice solid blue. There you go. And even actually a little bit taller than that. It's still not quite, there you go. That works. Okay, cool. So far, so good. The trees really actually helped bring that together a little bit more. And I'm realizing right here, well, one, I need to put a door in the greenhouse. Let's actually use a nice round door. Okay, this is where becomes a little bit of an issue. Nice. Okay, and so now we need to, put a little bit of a, well, groppage in here, because we're supposed to have some crops here. And I'm wondering, should I leave little brown spaces for where the sprinklers would be? Nah. There we go. Okay, it's not perfect, but then now we get to add the little fancy things. So there are light posts. I put, we've got lamps and stuff. I don't love how, so it won't let me put lamp posts down on not dirt. That is a bummer. Real bummer. But I think it's okay. We'll make it work. Let's just put some there. There are a few over here. And I know as well, just by the way, I know that this is not exactly the size of, well, what I would say the pond over here is. I had to adjust the size because I made some mistakes, as you can obviously imagine. So we're just gonna do a little bit of adjusting here and increase the size a little bit over this way. So now it's still a pond, just not the exact size and shape that it's supposed to be, but it's fine. It's fine. Nobody can complain about it because we have a pond. Isn't that the most important part of the pond, is having a pond? Oh, I missed a couple of things. Oh, my. This is completely my bad. I missed my windmill. Wait a second. Oh, this is very embarrassing for me. Well, I suppose. How is it embarrassing? I really didn't remember that it was a thing, to be honest. And we also missed the fish pond, which is interesting because I don't know how exactly. Let's put a fish pond down, okay? I'm going to have to erase a little bit of it here. We'll be very careful about... Oh, shit. No, I'm supposed to be erasing pond. Not that. So... there is a fish pond, but I do know that if I, what was it? I was going up with it with something. Oh yeah, there you go. So if you go up with it with paths, it ends up becoming kind of stony. So that might be the best bet of a fish pond I can do. Can we shrink this down a little bit? Let's try and expand it a smidge here. You know what? That's not bad. It's pretty good. But there is a building right here, so let's just do a little erasing again. Small. Let's do a little erasing, just a smidge. I'll call that a fish pond for now. We'll figure something out. And we're going to put in a building right here. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I forgot about this. Well, actually, I guess I can't because it's something I literally never use. But it would have like a really tall roof. Is that accurate? That's a little tall. It's a little tall. I think the roof needs to come down just a bit. I think the building can also come down just a bit. As well, I think, to an extent, there is a portion at the front here that actually comes out a bit. Let's lower the roof. We're going to do kind of our own thing with this, though. Keep the roof a little lower. Or, okay, we'll try two things. Something like that. That looks pretty good, actually. I was half debating I was going to consider using that, but I think this is fine. I do need to change its colors, though. And again, we're looking kind of a browny color. Wood almost. Let's try that. I mean, that's kind of the closest thing to a windmill. Oh, amazing. Ha! Nice. That's the closest thing to a windmill that I think we'll be able to put in as well. Let's just put a little hole in the front because it asks for one, kind of. I don't know. That's good. Now this, back to this. I don't know. Ooh, you know what? can I... Let's talk about this. No, you're not going to let me lower the height of you? Oh, well, you're no good to me then. Let's keep that the way it is. I'm very happy with how that turned out. As stupid as it looks, it kind of looks not half bad. If I wanted to do a little... Yeah, it would be pretty big if I did this, eh? Yeah. That's not an insignificant... I don't think I want to do anything super complicated for this. So I'm going to leave that alone, actually. The way that it is now. And you can be above it. I kind of like it. It's kind of quirky there. Over on the right side, there's actually supposed to be one right down here. Kind of, I guess, what we'll do. Here's my thought. There. There. That's good. Oh, that's amazing. I'm really happy with that one. Ah, it looks better than this one. This one looks like shit now in comparison. But I'm not gonna... I don't think we're gonna make any tweaks to it. Because it's too... complicated. I don't know. I don't know. Anything else? I mean, there's the small... There are a few small, like, detailed items that we could put in. For instance, the cell box. As goofy as that is, could be right here. You know, nice little box. Kind of, sort of. There you go. I hate what's happening at the back. So you just do a little cell there. Kind of funny. Let's do... Oh, I like that. That's a fun style. And then just change the color of it to something more cell-worthy. There you go. There's our cell box. That's what a cell box looks like, folks. And, you know, there are small buildings and stuff. Like, small... I don't know what you'd call them. Little, like... equipment things. But the only thing I could think of doing would be, like, put these in. But that looks so weird. That makes it look weird. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're going to pretend that the buildings are there. We have to use our imagination, okay, folks? The only couple of things that I do want to put in, I will put in the little statue thing. That's what this is. Tiny little statue thing. Oh, that's so fun. We're going to do that. And I'll actually put another right on top of it, like that. And I think what we'll do is we will erase the path on the back. There we go. That looks good in my books. Take the roof off. There you go. There's a little, like, statue-esque thing. I do want to change its color to a darker stone. There we go. That makes me feel nice. Makes me feel like it's a pretty little summoning spot. And then we need Grandpa's shrine, which I can hardly see, so I don't really remember what it looks like. But I know that it's a cute little thing in the corner, and I'm going to bring it forward a little. Back. There's going to be no roof, obviously. Who puts a roof on Grandpa's shrine? And... rotate just a smidge. Again, its color will be dark. Dark stone, though, is probably better. Come on, rotate this way. I feel like that's better. That is Grandpa's shrine. I have decided this is what Grandpa's shrine is going to look like. And we can put little little things on it. I think there were, what, 5 candles? So there's 1, there's 2, there's 5. And then you can even... Because it's Grandpa's shrine, it's got blue ones only. And then I am missing the little, what would you call it? Entrance into the cave back here, but that gets really complicated really fast, I feel. I could use a circle, which would be fine, but I would have really liked to have built like a this into the wall. Let's do this real quick. Can we build that into the back? No, not without it getting too complicated. Let's keep it simple. Erase a path there right in front. Bring you forward again. There we go. I mean, listen, folks. I think we're done. I think we've done everything that we can in regards to placements of items and objects. Because there's only so much we can do. I think my favorite parts, though, of the whole thing are actually... This looks really nice. I love this. And Grandpa's Shrine is fun, but I don't think it's my favorite part. I really like kind of this spot as well, right over here. It looks really good. So, I mean, in comparison, we'll put the thing back up. In comparison, this is what I made, and then this is what it was supposed to look like. So you folks can be the judge as to whether or not I did a good job. But you know, we gotta go into nighttime, see what it looks like when everything's all lit up. Oh, that hurts the eyes. Oh my gosh, I've been staring at it for so long. My eyeballs, my poor little brain. Look at how magical it looks. Oh my goodness. It looks a little eerie almost in some ways. But look, we can get down there nice and Grandpa's Shrine. Oh. Amazing. I love it. Personally, I think at the end of the day, this is the darndest we could have done. We did a good job. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But I hope you folks did enjoy my little build here. You did enjoy having some fun with me in Tiny Glade as we build out our Stardew Valley Daily Do Let's Play. Beautiful. Honestly, I'm really pleased about it. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did. And I'll see you next time.